Will the next big camera to be announced be the Canon EOS R1, the EOS R5 Mark II, the Panasonic S1H Mark II, or what about a Sony? Andrea Pizzini says,
of all the interesting stuff, I finally am very close to one confirmation, so something big that will be announced probably already in spring.
So why? Why am I bringing you another piece of speculation, another rumor that hasn't been validated? Well, because this is something new. This is something that we haven't seen before. And it's coming from Andrea Pizzini, the owner and editorial director of Sony Alpha Rumors and the YouTube channel by the same name. And because Andrea Pizzini is really the only one in the last 4 or 5 months that's been getting their stories correct. Andrea Pizzini's had a pretty good track record since November of 2022, whereas others, including this channel, well, we haven't been as lucky. So when he says he's got the pulse on something new, something big, something that we haven't seen before, I want to let you know about it. And the other reason is CP Plus is going to be void of any major camera announcements. No big Canon, no big Sony, no big Pentax, no big OM systems, and most likely no big Panasonic. And what we've gathered from listening to every single source out there for all the RSS feeds, checking out Japanese, Chinese, and English language press, well, there doesn't appear to be any major Nikon announcement happening at this fair as well. Although there is a chance that everybody's just doing a much better job of keeping secrets hidden. Nevertheless, we will still cover CP Plus, which takes place between February the 22nd to the 25th. However, Sony is likely to be making an announcement at CP Plus, and it's for the 24 to 50mm G for €1,299, most likely somewhere between $1,000 and $1,200. But that's about it for Sony. And for Canon, well, you already know that we're not getting the Canon EOS R1, the EOS R5 Mark II. And as far as lenses go, well, I've been checking out with sources, and there's no indication that we are getting any lenses announced at CP Plus. It looks like Canon's saving those for the R5 Mark II and the R1. Or there's another chance, too, that Canon has been doing an awfully good job of keeping secrets on the Canon EOS R1 as well as the EOS R5 Mark II. And they might squeeze out one or two, but we're hearing nothing, and Sony Alpha Rumors is hearing nothing. Nobody has any information on anything coming from Canon, although I have been told that Canon will be making an announcement. They will be at CP Plus, but it's not going to be anything that most of us camera buffs would be, well, really interested in. Again, we could be wrong. It's not as though the leaks for 2024 have really come to anything. And no, John, we haven't heard anything further about Canon opening up their mount to Sigma or others, but there's been no further information about this big Sigma announcement that they're supposed to be making before the end of the month. And the last bit of information we had on that came from Canon Rumors back a couple of months ago, and they said a distributor in some other country, they wouldn't mention which, said they're getting ready for a major announcement where they're going to be, well, Sigma's going to be shipping RF lenses, so they're gearing up, so it's not just an announcement. Lenses are supposed to be shipping as well, and it's supposed to happen before the end of February. And I know a lot of people keep saying, February's here, where's the announcement? But according to my watch, which is running on the metric calendar, it's the 17th of February. So we still have another, well, 13, 12 days left. So anyhow, so let's get back to Sony, because this is meant to be for Sony customers. I'm really looking forward to what this potential announcement could be, and Sony Alpha Rumors did say that they'll get back to us when they have more information. Most likely they'll wait for CP Plus to die down. But what really has me interested is having an announcement from Sony this year that's going to deliver something that's a little bit more affordable than the A9 Mark III with its global shutter. Maybe a ZV-E10 for sure, but that's not the something new and something exciting. I'm really curious as to what it is. Is it going to be some sort of FX camera, a stills hybrid camera, a photo-only camera? If it's going to be something different and something wow, what could it be? Well, I know what would wow me if they somehow were able to license that sensor from Red, you know, the one in the Red V Raptor X and XL that does 8K and is a global shutter with 17 to 20 stops of dynamic range. If they could put that into a mid-range camera, I know that's streaming. It's not going to happen. I mean, after all, $6,500 or $6,000 for the A9 Mark III. Yeah, that was a dream. Just forgive me. I know I'm going to get comments. It's a joke. It's a joke. Relax. Speaking of jokes, I'm already coming up with ideas for my April the 1st video. But if you like this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button, as well as follow me on X. And if you're interested in purchasing any of the camera gear that we talked about in this video from B&H, Adorama, or Amazon.com, then please consider using my affiliate links down below. These guys right here, I have them in the description. It doesn't cost you anything extra to purchase the gear. You don't have to go in any special queue. You just go to the site using these links, and I get anywhere from 2 to 12% back, which really does help support this channel. It's one of the reasons why I'm here and able to produce this content with really amazing gear like the Canon EOS R5 and purchase lenses like the 200 to 800 millimeter and the 100 to 500 millimeter. But that's it for now. Have yourself a great weekend, or what's left of it. And here's to a very interesting week. CP Plus is coming up, but again, I don't think there's going to be any major announcements. But hey, if you're in Japan or in the area, I would definitely check out the show, because Canon and all the other major camera makers are going to be there. But that's it for now. Have yourself a great day, and we'll see you again soon.